Inside Racing is brought to you by Dunlop.
The joy of a winner. The newly crowned champion of 2011. The #1 in IDM Superbikes. Martin Bauer, Austrian, and now already IDM champion for the 3rd time. I don't think we'll be moving far from here. We'll celebrate here tonight and then worry tomorrow about how we get home. Victory in the bag. The title once again in the International German Motorbike Championship. 7 different makes. Riders from all sorts of countries and racetracks in Germany and Austria. Again this year, full of action and tense right up to the final race in September at Hockenheim on powerful machines with almost 200 horsepower. The bikes get driven to the limit and beyond. A real feature of IDM is definitely that our bikes are barely any different to production models. We're not allowed to make all that many modifications here. That makes things more interesting for the spectators as they can identify with their own bikes. His bike is a KTM RC8. The Austrian has been racing in IDM for 11 years. He's one of the top riders and has dominated with his successful team practically all season long. His toughest opponent, Karl Mugridge, Australian and last year's #1. The two fought till the end for the title. In the finale too, it was a head-to-head race. Honda CBR against KTM RC8.
He's got about 190 horsepower or something, so it's not too bad. That's at the back wheel. Next year we have a new model. It should be a little bit more powerful, so that should make life a little bit easier for me next year.
This year, Mugridge often set the tone. 2 victories went to him, and he was generally up with the leaders. The Australian's been racing in IDM since 2000. Experience from which his young teammate can benefit. Also on a Honda, this was his first season in the powerful Superbike class.
Ich bin Kevin Bauer aus dem schönen Schwarzwald.
I'm Kevin Varr from the lovely Black Forest. This is my first Superbike season, and I ride this CBR 1000 from the Holzhauer racing team. CBR Fireblade with combined ABS, around 200 horsepower on the back wheel, making it incredible fun.
Ja, macht höllisch Spaß.
200 horsepower that first has to be transferred to the track, a job for which perfect tires are essential. Just 2 small patches of rubber transfer a motorbike's power to the surface below. The drivers choose their tires in consultation with the tire engineers. The tires must last well, as lap times quickly show if they get worn.
Man hat guten Grip und dann innerhalb ein.
You've got good grip, and then within 1 lap, within half a lap, it simply drops off, and you feel it then when you're accelerating away that the tire's not pushing you forward properly anymore, but bumping and starting to spin. You feel that relatively quickly, and you've then got to adapt your riding style and keep your bike more upright. You hope, of course, that the tires will last till the end.
Mehr aufrichten. Man hofft aber, dass der Reifen natürlich bis zum Ende hält.
In motorbike racing, tires generally get wrapped in heated blankets. This enables them to always be kept at a temperature of 90 to 100 degrees. That's key to letting the riders ride straight off, open the throttle and race at the limit right away without having to run the tires in on the track. Tires which incidentally are getting further developed all season long. As I've been working with Dunlop very intensively for a long time now, these tires are based very much on my comments. I'd say that maybe 60 to 70% of the tire comes from feedback through my backside. The rubber is at all times subjected to extreme forces, especially in corners. Every circuit's different, and for each there are special tires, which equally incorporate experience from the previous year and the current season's ongoing development. A process in IDM from which normal road tires also benefit. Tires are pushed to the limit here. We've got riders here who can go to the limit, who with 100% fully developed running gear can do the job perfectly. And what works here will also work on a road bike. Motorsport as the perfect tire test, especially on 2 wheels, especially in the fast and demanding world of IDM Superbike.
Inside Racing was brought to you by Dunlop.